today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. Here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Herbert on first down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Dorsett. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd and 2, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And unfortunately in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs, but boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Again, he's got that man Landry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Mayfield down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
But a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Herbert back to the air. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jacob Phillips leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Chargers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is third and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all. Third and goal. Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down and 3. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Swings this out for Hunt. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Mayfield trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 13 yards the tally on the return there. The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Dances by him. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Mayfield.
Over to Hooper on the sideline.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And in his 2nd year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd.
Chargers on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Jackson's got it over the middle.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal. Herbert. Touchdown. That's caught.
Mike Williams from 4 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mayfield with it once more. And he completes it to Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They run on first down with Jackson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.